We gonna protect Yahawah by Yahawashi, man. We gonna stand up for the Lord, man. We on the Lord's side, man. If you coming against the Lord, you will get put to death. Thus said the Lord, man.
All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. This video is going to be entitled, WFI Did Not Protect the Ministry. WFI did not protect the ministry. And that ministry is of the Hebrew Israelites, okay? And the WFI stands for Watchmen for Israel, which is the group that you saw getting into a ruckus with them Palestinians in Chicago. And I actually went and brought up another clip afterwards. This is them right here. All right. Very unwise, very childish, very worldly way of doing things. All right. Very childish, very worldly way of doing things. And you did not protect the ministry. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of Israelites that agree with them, but that's because you're idiots too. You're assholes too. The second, excuse me. The second clip was from the Watchmen for Israel, Chicago, from their channel. And they had an hour and 5 minute long, if you want to call it camp, it really wasn't. It says, the Palestinians rage outbreak against the servants of the Lord. And the thing is this. You went out there to teach and preach, right? When there was going to be a full damn demonstration, rally, whatever it is, protest going on. What did you think was going to happen? If you go to a protest and you go out there to, the so-called teach and whatnot, what do you think is going to happen? See, these Palestinians, they in an uproar because why? Number one, they're getting their asses blowed up over there in Israel, in the Gaza Strip. They're getting blowed the hell up, right? They have been being oppressed. You see, they've been being oppressed by the damn Israelis, the Edomites. But this is the thing. They ain't got nothing to do with us. And they, so they hurt. They hurt inside. Their families is getting killed. They getting people getting killed. It's their time for their little, to do whatever they doing. That's got nothing to do with our ministry. Why are Israelites going out there? Now, as we told you, many Israelites are scattered among both the Palestinians and the Israelis. But you know what? They got the prophets. Let them warn them. You don't have no business going out there to a big-ass thing like that. Because the only thing that's going to happen, I could have told you what was going to happen before this shit happened. You're going to fuck around and get into a damn fight. You're going to get into chaos, which can get the ministry blamed. which is not what you want to do. Not bright, not great, not good leadership. Nothing good came out of that whole ruckus going on. And we condemn this behavior, right? Those of us at GMS, we condemn this behavior. We would never do that. We would never go to a damn rally. And my apologies, I got a little, a call came in and cut off the video. Anyway, as I was saying, we at GMS, we condemn this. We would never do this. You can't go out there thinking, and see, we've told these Israelites this over the years. Whenever there's a riot or a mass rally or a demonstration or a protest, you see these different groups want to go and be involved in it because you want to be fucking seen. And you're going to use, we got to doing the Lord's work. No, as you can hear from the video, how you going to preach over all that noise? You don't even need to be there. And one guy said, well, we've been in that spot for years. Even if you have been in that spot for years, this is not the time. This is when you leave the area. You don't stay there. But see, these Israelites, they're not looking for the elect. They just all they doing, man, is just I don't know. I don't fucking get it. It really makes you angry, but you can't be that angry at Jake because you're gonna have to have, like Elder Apostle Aram Lob just said it to me on the comment board. You have to have all types of examples that the Lord talk about. You're gonna have the zealous Israelite that run into battle and get your damn self killed. You're gonna have those that do too much. That's not having too much zeal is not a trait in which is going to be one that you're going to be able to be delivered. That's just bottom line, man. That's just the bottom line. Having too much zeal. When your zeal, which really is emotion, overpowers your common sense, your common spiritual sense, you're going to wind up making mistakes and getting people and yourself killed in the future. Let's just go to the scriptures. This is 2 Corinthians 6. It says, their ministry commended. It says, we then as workers together with him beseech you also that you receive not the grace of the Most High in vain. And again, as I said, we at GMS condemn this type of behavior. If any brother from GMS ever did anything like this, go out there in a protest like that, you get kicked out because you out of order and you acting on your own. There's bad leadership over there at Watching for Israel to allow this shit, And the video currently got, what does it have, like 17,000 views. See, Jake like this shit. You like it. You think you're doing something productive when you do this. But all we're supposed to be doing is prophesying. If your goal is to prophesy, why are you at the Palestinian rally? I'm just calling it that. I don't know what it's called. Why were you there? You wasn't, and didn't none of them stop and want to hear the word? There's no point of you being there. And with the riot breaking out, what did you think was going to fucking happen? It's going to be a riot. And these people now, they think you on the side of the Israelis. They think all of us are, which we're not. We don't have a dog in the fight. We're just doing what the Lord told us to do. The Palestinians, who are Arabs for the most part, and the Israelis, who are Edomites for the most part, which is Ishmaelites and Edomites. Hey, let them, they can do whatever. They part of the world. They ain't got nothing to do with us. We're supposed to be protecting this ministry. Again, it says, we then as workers together with him, beseech you also that you receive not the grace of the Most High in vain. We have grace, but don't take it in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Here's the point. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. You are not to give offenses that the ministry could be blamed. You're not to do anything that the ministry could be blamed. And just because you want to go out there and be involved in that chaos, now they're going to, like Apostle Hart said, they're going to try to paint us all with a broad stroke. You did not protect the ministry. The NLT says we live in such a way that no one will stumble because of us, and no one will find fault with our ministry. That's the whole key. You don't want people finding fault with the ministry other than the obvious things. NIV, we put no stumbling block in anyone's path so that our ministry will not be discredited. Plain. ESV, we put no obstacle in anyone's way so that no fault may be found with our ministry. There it is. And there's one more good one. ESV, CSB. We are not giving anyone an occasion for offense so that the ministry will not be blamed. Right. See? And that's the whole key. We're trying to protect our ministry. Protect the ministry. The dude said, we're protecting, I think he said we're protecting Yahawashi. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not by doing that. Not by doing that, you're not. What were you defending from? You didn't have to even be out there. See, them Palestinians, they wounded and they hurt. They ready to fire off on anybody. And not that you know, clearly we can see you was whipping their ass. That ain't the point. That's not the key. The point is that the ministry has to be protected. But see, that's what happens. You go out there when you don't have no business being there, and this is what happens. And even a gunshot even went off or something. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. And now, you like Elder Apostle Har said, Vocab Malone gonna ride on this. You gonna get the ministry blamed by getting involved in this shit. You look like evil assholes. Shouldn't have never been out there, man. Just to be honest, you had no business going out there. Let's go right to the scripture. What did Yahawashi say? Matthew 10:16. It says, a hard road before them. Behold, I send you forth. Did Yahawashi send you forth? If he did, this is what you would do. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. If you ain't sheep in the midst of wolves, Yahawashi didn't send you. You were sent by someone else. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You ain't harmless if you got to throwing blows. You're not harmless if you got to throwing blows. Yahawashi warned us what we would face. But you always have Jake that want to go their own way, do their own thing. And this is the result of it. I showed the riot first, and then I showed you what led up to the riot. Because if you wasn't out there preaching and teaching, supposedly, that would have never happened. Because you see, emotions are high. You out there with the word of the Lord, thinking you're doing a good work. You're not doing a good work. You got to stop thinking that anytime you preach and teach, wherever you want to, wherever you're going to go, it's a good work. No, it's not always a good work. Sometimes it's foolishness. Sometimes it's out of order. And you did bring chaos. You added more chaos to the chaos that was already going on. And you did not protect the ministry. Let's go there. Let's get it. 1 Corinthians 14 and 39. We'll start at 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy. Sure, you're supposed to want to prophesy and do the work. But when a situation like that arises and you know there's going to be a big protest coming through, choose another street. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy and forbid not to speak with tongues. Here's the key. Let all things be done decently and in order. And even if your leaders told you it was okay for you to go to that location and teach, somebody should have spoke up and been more wise. You're not going to be there. And if you were, and when you watch that video of them teaching, they were starting shit a little bit. You was calling the people heathens and doing all that. You was pushing it a little bit. So naturally they're going to say some shit. It ain't like y'all was out there and they were just walking by and then they got mad. Nah, you was inciting that shit a little bit. You was inciting a riot by the shit you was saying. Let's go there. Let's look at the word incite. And you got to carry the guilt on this one.
Incite.
It says encourage or stir up violent or unlawful behavior. And you really wasn't trying to get violent, but those people in a violent mindset, they're already hurt. You encourage that shit. It says urge or persuade someone to act in a violent or unlawful way. And you stirred that shit up. The scriptures tell you soft. Let's go there. Let's go there. A soft answer. You amateurs, man. You amateur young ass dudes from the world. You act like worldly niggas. Proverbs 15:1, it says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And that's what dude was doing. He was using grievous words. Just because you say these heathens get mad at the word of the Lord, look, you can read from the Bible and speak and prophesy without people getting, they ain't going to like it, but they ain't going to come to the point where you're going to start getting into blows. You stirred that shit up by being there. You should have never been out there to begin with. We ain't no cowards. Fuck that. Then ain't got nothing to do with being a coward. It's got to do with being smart. Wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Wise as serpents first, then harmless as doves. Behaving like idiots. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And you was stirring up anger with some grievous words. I watched some of it. I seen this shit. This is Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. And Jake, y'all be so ready to fight anyway. Jake is already ready to fight. Talking about anybody speak against the word of the Lord, they're going to get put to death, saying this, saying that. You shouldn't even been out there. Nobody's listening. Let's say you went to preach the word in a riot, like in a procession of people came by like this, and then they was yelling over you. Okay, you know what that means? That means it's time to go. Pack up and leave. Even after all that shit happened, you was still trying to be out there. Just leave, man. But see, that stupid, foolish zeal will get you ruined. And you follow a multitude to do evil. Because them people right there, they say it's a peaceful protest, but they want to do some shit, man. They want to, and the crowd is full of agent provocateurs too, by the way. Just so you know. There are agent provocateurs in that group, okay? In that whole procession of people. They're there. They might have been among the people that made y'all get into a fight. Jake ain't gonna be happy until you get all of us blamed for some bullshit. Look at Jake there in the middle. Fighting, doing all that. This shit is stupid, man. It's stupid. You follow the multitude to do evil. Then you fucked around and got into some more shit. But that's Jake. That's Jake. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5:18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahawashi concerning you. Quench not the spirit. Somebody got the spirit they want to teach. We ain't going to quench you. Despise not prophesying. We love prophecy. We love prophesying. We don't despise it, but there are parameters in which you're to do it. All things will be done decently and in order. It'll be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You got to be cerebral men. We don't despise prophesying. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. We also do that. Here's one. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Right there. Abstain from all appearance of evil. When you look at this, it looks like evil. Fighting, right? You're out there in a brawl. The scriptures say, be no brawler. Out there in a melee. If somebody started squeezing off and somebody would got hit, wouldn't have been nothing nobody could say. You should have never been out there. You did not protect the ministry. WFI. You didn't protect the ministry. What do we got here? Let's also read this one. This is Jeremiah 48:10. It says, cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully. Do you know that there's a such thing as doing the work of the Lord, but doing it deceitfully? You are under the impression that no matter where you decide to go, what you decide to do, whenever it is, it should be accepted because you're making a sacrifice. But do you know that you can make a tainted sacrifice? That your offering could not be accepted? This is exactly what this is. Because it served no purpose. Then you cross the street, still won't go. You yelling, they yelling back with their little Muslim shit. See, still won't leave. I thought you was out there to preach the word. So if you was out there to preach the word and no preaching is happening and a riot broke out, why not just fucking go? But you ain't going to do that because you're there to serve your own belly. You're there to be seen of men. You're doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood, which in our time, the sword that you get blood on is the spiritual sword, cutting individuals with the word. And you're known for wanting to cut people. These guys are known. We're going to cut them. You read the scripture, then everybody repeat the scripture back together. Like that's noble. Stupid shit, man. Your fringes on, out there fighting with fringes on. Don't make much sense, but we've been new. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it for the people that watch this. You can get mad if you want to. Watchmen for Israel, they are not men of the Lord. Do you have some elect brothers in there? Probably. But their leadership is fucked up. They don't believe in the mark of the beast. They at one point they were teaching that the earth was flat, and they go off on a lot of stuff. To be honest, the leader, that dude is proud. And he's a little airhead, proud little dude, man. And he's gonna lead your ass into a bad situation, because that was terrible leadership on his part to allow this shit to go on. We're just gonna read this last scripture and we're gonna shut down, because when you know, really all it is Jake want to be seen of men. Your foolish zeal and trying to be seen led you into a riot, man. Now the whole truth look like, you know, some thug shit. Now, like I said, y'all was whooping their ass, sure, but that's besides the point. Matthew 23:1. Then spake Yahawashi to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. And you're going to have a lot of Israelites, well, you coming against your own brother. Please shut up and never come back around us. Close your mouth, you disgusting 2/3 yak, whack-ass nigga. Be quiet. Be quiet, because there's a such thing as foolish Israelites who the Lord going to fucking destroy. And right now, this looks like some of them. Don't come around us talking that shit. You ain't got no salt in the game. You don't do the work. Shut the fuck up. You don't do the work. You don't risk your life to go out there. You just on the comment board, emotional with an opinion. And the Lord's about to destroy you motherfuckers, man. Open your mouth up. We're going to put a curse in your black ass. You don't got nothing to say. Fucking bystanders, be quiet. Here we go out there every week to risk our life to teach the word in peace. And then niggas come along and fuck it up. And then you come your black ass along and at least the Israelites, brother, you can shut up. Tight ass French shirt on, know nothing, having ass niggas. Tired of you motherfuckers. Wait till the Lord start killing wicked Israelites, which he already started doing it. He already started doing it, man. Don't take up for niggas that's going off. Matter of fact, anybody speaking up for these motherfuckers for doing the shit they did, may the Lord destroy you. Isaiah 5:23. And that ain't the one I really wanted for reward. Oh, you know what? I got it. I try to keep shit under wraps. I ain't really want to get mad. But I got mad. Because I know how Jake is. That's the shit that make you more mad. Because you niggas go blind when it's Israelites doing shit going off. Condemneth the just. Is that in there? Yeah. Proverbs 17:15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. And I know how punk ass Israelites are. They're allergic to rebuke. They can never be wrong. And if they see other Israelites going off, they can't be, you coming against your neighbor. You ain't our neighbor. You ain't our brothers. You ain't our brothers doing ill-advised bullshit behavior shit like this. A handful of Israelites, young-ass dudes, right, who ain't even fully digested the real truth. Just because they reading the scriptures, that don't mean shit. You haven't digested this whole thing. You don't know what you're involved in. And you did not protect the ministry. Now they throwing shit at you. You throwing shit back at them. You see how dumb that whole thing is? And it's y'all doing it. You can just take it back. Who's that over there? You got the police in between you. You throwing shit, they throwing shit. They throwing shit, you throwing shit. Why haven't you left yet? I thought you was there to preach. Why haven't you just left? You see shit done went south. Shit done went left. You should have left. But you ain't going to do that because you got to get your views. You got to get your views. You got to get, and a lot of Israelites go, y'all brothers brave. That wasn't brave. That was foolish. You could have got yourselves killed. But you did you did make some progress. You got the ministry blamed and you didn't protect it. Matthew 23 verse 3. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works. For they say and do not. They'll tell you about the laws, but they be breaking the laws. You seen guys out there with long hair. That's breaking the commandments. They're breaking laws, having damn long hair on your back. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. And I mean, that all of that ain't them, but for the most part, they do their works to be seen of men. That's all that was for. And you entertainment niggas ran and you watched it, and you all over the comment board, slobbing out of one side of your mouth, breathing out of your other side of your mouth, nostrils whistling, right? Salivating over some conflict. Dumb niggas, behaving like dumb niggas, that's what I say. Terrible leadership, bad imagery, did not protect the ministry.